And for those that would use power through the elected process, those that would take their position to just benefit themselves at our expense, we need to make sure that they are in the minority so solidly that they'll never have the chance to misuse that authority over us. Yeah, I often say Joe the plumber was right, and President Obama was wrong. Spreading the wealth. That's right. Okay, the common man is the one who's suffering with these policies. The bigger government, the growing government, the higher taxes, it's you and me. I'm the common guy just like you. I'm working for a living just like you. As governments grow, as they take more and more of your efforts, the more and more you work, the more and more they take away. It's the common man who suffers. And it's done under a lot of guises. But in the end, it's more government, it's less freedom, it's more difficult for you, and it's easier for those in power. Now our task, ladies and gentlemen, our goal is to go win those to vote and to work towards what makes America great and free. That's our task, that is our goal. We must work smart and we must work hard. Truth is our ally if we stay true to her. Wisdom is staying away from the speaker. Wisdom is our ally if we follow her. Lies are the traps of the enemy that will ensnare us all. So we must stand together. Honor is our defense. America is great because she is good. Oh, I'm getting there. Go ahead and say that because I'm getting there. Honor is our defense. America is great because she is good. We must never lose sight of that fact. And us patriots must follow that path to our greatness. So my friends, my fellow Americans, I charge you to go forth. Use your God-given talents, your abilities, your passions. Do what you can in this fight. Find your role to play. You are needed. And I want to look every one of you in the eye as I say this. You are needed. You are needed. There is not one person that we can afford to sit on the couch and not do their part. And there is a place for each of you in this fight. There is a place for every one of your talents and what you are good at. So I tell you to go out, seek your role, and perform it well. Together, we can do this. Together, we can make a difference. And together, we can be the next great American generation for this country to secure those blessings that I talked about before, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness for ourselves and our posterity. Now, I say God bless you and God bless America, and I am happy to take any questions you might have. Go right ahead. Yes?
Don't you have the most amazing family in the world?
Yes, most amazing family in the world right there. Yes, I do.
Who are they? Where are they?
How do I stick them?
That's my wife right there, Christine the White. Heather, my adopted oldest daughter, she's my treasurer. My youngest daughter, Audrey, right there, 12 years old. Holly, where'd you go? Holly and Luke are hiding back there. Holly's 16, she's driving, but she's good, so it's okay. Luke, behind there, he's 14, and taller than me a year ago.
I'm with you.
And then Mark, right here, thank you, is my campaign manager. He's got a lot of good info. You can talk to him if you can't get a hold of me. But I'll be happy to hang around and talk. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, this is great that you're here. And what you're doing is really making a difference. I want you to understand that. You know, the press misrepresents the Tea Party movement. It does. Because it's all normal people like you and me part of it. There are some people out there, like in every other movement that's got the weird sign or goes to the extreme. There are some of those people out there. And they're everywhere. But that's not who we are. That's not who we are. We know we're on the right side of this issue. We know we're on the right side of this history, and we know we're on the right side of what America was created for. Okay? So do not give up the fight. Do not be disheartened. make the sacrifices. Coming out to these meetings are great, but this is only the platform you start at to springboard out there and do the things that do make the difference. So move forward. Organize. You're going to have differences among you. We are individuals. That's who Americans are. Don't let those differences tear you apart. Okay? It's the enemy that's going to come and try to divide you. Don't let them win. Okay? Work together. Work together. You've got some really neat people. Thank you. You've got some really neat people helping you out here. Toby's been great, and I've just met Peter. Hopefully I'll meet more of you. But you've got some really great people helping you out here. Just stick to it. And I'm excited about November. I'm excited about 2012. But when you look to vote, you look for people who are willing to do what needs to be done. Okay? Willing. Because there's a lot of them out there on both sides that just want to be elected for whatever reason. Okay? Look at them and ask them questions. That's what I'm giving you time right now. Ask them questions. First Peter.
If anybody wanted to get involved with helping you, how do they sign up?
Oh, thank you, Peter. I wasn't campaigning, but then since you asked. Rick Tubbs?
Start campaign.
That's right. Well,
I've had enough of George Miller.
Yeah.
I have had it.
a lot of people have.
Town hall meetings, he hides in the dark. He is a coward, a liar, and he is Pelosi's puppet.
Yeah.
I want to nail him to a wall. I'm done with it.
And that,
A liar and a thief, and he's stealing our nation.
there's the passion right there, right? There's the passion that's going to take us. Because that's what it's going to take. Been there for 35 years and counting. RickTubbsForCongress.com is my website. I've got cards. You talk to me today. Don't leave today without getting something from me, so you can contact me. That's how we get involved. You talk about Pelosi's puppet, I'll go a step further. I've heard Pelosi talk about Miller as her mentor.
Yeah.
That's more scary. Okay?
He's a leftover garbage from Kennedy.
Well, you've got a congressman up there that has not had a serious candidate go against him for a long time. He thinks he's entitled. The scariest thing about anything to do with America is when you think you deserve. He has lost touch with you. He has lost touch with his constituents and the American people. They are doing things up there. They are doing things up there that they think is right. Much like right for themselves, if anything else. When you pass a health care bill for the entire nation and exclude you from that health care bill, I mean, is that anything close to what America's about? I mean, talk about a King George mentality, right? King George mentality. I'll do this for you, but don't apply it to me. He's been there. He has not had a challenger in a long time, a serious challenger. And this time he does. And in this environment, with this candidate, me, there is going to be victory in November 2012. I am telling you right now, we are going to win this thing. It's not going to be by much, but we are going to win. Toby.
Talk a little bit about the freedom curve thing.
Oh, my freedom curve. The freedom curve, and I alluded to that without discussing it in general. And I'm going to use the American flag for my freedom curve. If you start, this is freedom. Imagine a graph. I have a nice little deal for this, but imagine a graph where freedom starts here at 0 and goes up. Imagine government. The size of government starts here and gets bigger and bigger. If you have anarchy, if you have no government, right here in the corner, there is no freedom. There's nobody to protect it. It's tyranny of the strong. It's anarchy. As you start to get some government to protect your freedoms, as they order society so your freedoms are there and can be counted on, freedom goes up, obvious. But at some point, as government continues to grow, at some point, your freedoms start to fade. Ladies and gentlemen, we are way past that point, and we are headed in the wrong direction. And I want you to think very clearly, any bill that comes down out of this Democratic Congress, any proposal that comes from your state officials, I want you to put it on the freedom curve, and I want you to ask yourself, does that bill that they're trying to pass as law over my life, is that bill going to give me more freedom and less government, or more government and less freedom? And if you are going the wrong direction, you vote against it. And as your congressman, that's exactly what I'll do. I will vote against any bill that is more government and less freedom. And And I will be proposing bill after bill after bill after bill that gets the curve going back the other direction, that gives you more freedom and less government to control your life.
That's better, yeah.